baby. I'll see you in a perfect 25. Letting them up. Paradise Stay Forever, Paradise Killer soundtrack, and before that you heard from the Outer Wild soundtrack, The River of Time. It is Wednesday, it's the 5th of January, it's 11:15. We're going to be enjoying some Anno 1800 today. We're going to be fishing up the massive islands that I made over 5 months ago. But let's just jump to this song for a bit more, shall we? There we go. There we go, level 18. So yeah, this is the game that was originally meant to be streamed all the way back in December. Before my mic gave out while the stream was starting. And I've had a bit of a think since then. And I realized that one of my big problems with this island, or with this island chain that I've made, is it is a hot mess. Like, production lines are moving from island to island with no real organization. Ships are moving 3 to 4 islands at the same time in order to try and get everywhere. And even though all of that is happening, we have an entire map full of perfect islands sitting there waiting for us to use them. So let's start using them. I'm going to show you what I mean when I say I'm going to be fixing my island in a bit. Once the game is loaded. Also, like I said, hi Kusha. Hope you're doing well today. Going to have to kind of see where I'm going to be putting chat today. Working on the yield pieces. Well, I hope I can go ahead and help you relax with getting rid of the pieces for a bit. Or at the very least give you something in the background to watch and listen to. Just to say, once the game is actually loaded in. Yeah, it's a dreary, rainy Wednesday morning over here. So I figured, might as well go ahead and just relax. So, what's the plan today? Well, first of all, hi, this is Anno 1800, in case you've never seen it before. What's the idea? The idea is very simple. I'm going to put you on slow. The problem here is twofold. One, we don't have enough space on the island anymore, because a lot of it is being used at the moment by production chains that just really do not deserve to be here anymore. That's problem one. As you can see, it is a lot. We are moving all of this into a different island chain. Two, I mean, just look at this hot mess. It is all kinds of things. There is like stuff here, there's stuff here, there is stuff here. So, what are we going to be doing today? We are going to be changing all of this out. The smaller island chains, or smaller island chain over here will stay. I'll go ahead and put the music out a bit. It's a bit louder than I expected. There we go. We are going to be creating an agricultural island and an industrial island. Now, part of the industrial island already exists. And the industrial island will be, if I can remember it, yeah, right here. So this is going to be the industrial island. One that apparently, wait, what? No connection to a harbor. Oh, that is a problem. Hang on. Wait, hang on. You do have a production. Something is happening here. So, is this going to be, this is Spectacle Factory. So yeah, let me see here. I was doing something a few days ago, and I am gonna go ahead and continue that, but I first need to find out where my islands are. This is a small little island, this is a bigger little island. This is an island that exists for no reason at the moment other than beautification, it seems. That's a bit weird. Gesundheit mostly to myself. Let me see here. So yeah, the idea is we have a bunch of islands. This is going to be an agricultural island mostly. We are going to be putting potatoes, wheat, hops, and a bunch of fur farms on here. And this is basically going to be the main production hub for everything to do with wheat, potatoes, and hops. Like, this is going to be only wheat, potatoes, hops, etc. Then we have an island that is... might as well go to use the route section, because I don't know that it has to be... Like, also, take a look at this hot mess of, like, trade routes that sometimes work and sometimes don't work. We're all going to fix this today. This, by the end, when we are done with this stream, this is all going to be a symphony of beauty, where everything is working as intended. I hope. Anyway, I need to go ahead and find one of the islands that I am trying to pick. Where is it? Because I have an industrial island, I know that much. My industrial island is somewhere. Bit awkward that I can't find it. The problem is I know what I'm looking for. It's in Gracier. Oh, right here. Okay, there we go. So I needed to know. So yeah, so this is going to be my main production island. Economic harmony or hellscape. Pretty much. This is going to be my industrial island. Just industrial island. Like I already have started working on a couple of piers right here that are going to be doing their thing.
If only there were more of me.
And this is also going to be the main heart of our oil industry. Hang on, I know what the hell's going wrong here. There is no connection between these two. Well, let's go ahead and make a connection in that case. Yes. Will this work? Probably. Let's see.
Ship constructed.
There we go. This should create a full-on path. There's still no connection to the harbor. Something is wrong here. Let me see here. Yeah, so you can already see we've already started working on some production buildings. Oh, that's because this is oil.
We are missing all the elements to produce a reaction.
Okay, so what we're going to be doing for
Seal
now
up the valves.
is we are gonna go ahead and plump you right here because we are not really...
Direct current now.
We need more brass. So this is going to be the main production island. I'm also noticing once again a lack of harbor connection, which is a problem. Let me go to fix that. Still a lack of harbor connection. Where is it going wrong on the harbor connection? Something is going wrong here and I'm not certain what it is. Let's go ahead and just kind of follow the road and see where this leads us. It leads us straight into a harbor, so I'm not quite certain why the game is complaining, but we'll see. Anyway, so this is going to be our main production hub, with all non-electricity going here. I mean, technically, there is electricity over here in the cannery. Like, we can technically create a massive electricity line right here. But for now, we will just purely focus on getting the main industry up and running. With this island over here becoming our main agricultural island. Now, what are all the other islands going to be for? Those are going to be for specialized goods. There are a couple of goods that kind of need to be on different islands for fear of otherwise messing up major chains. One of them is brass, which is used in a bunch of different industries. And so giving, for me, I feel that going for just a bulk load at the start of every cycle works better than having constantly 1 or 2 drip feeds. So brass is going to be made somewhere else. It's also one of the reasons that grain, for example, is going to be on its own separate island, because grain is used in a bunch of different products and is also part of the agricultural revolution, so with helping other industries, and it is easier to just have that on one island all of its own. Does that mean that everything is moving out of the main island? No. There are a couple of things that will stay. One of them is glass. Glass is not really a very location expensive production. All that you really need for glass is a sand mine, which is on water. And I'm saying that I know what I'm doing, because normally I do. All that you need for glass is basically a sand mine and a lumberjack and a window maker. So that can stay. The same goes for bricks, because the bricks are like They are literally yay big. Like this is an entire, this over here is an entire bricks production. Same goes with wood, but the rest, like all of the different peppers, all of the industries right here that aren't glass, they're all going to be moving away. We are going to get rid of this palace because I still don't know what exactly the idea was behind this. Or at the very least, we're going to be moving it to someplace else. And that's basically going to be the idea. Like by the end of today's stream, I want this entire section over here to be empty. With the exception of glass, fish, bricks, and wood. So let's start working on that, shall we? And the first step is renaming these different islands. Because, oh boy, I can't for the life of me remember where everything goes. So you are going to be renamed to... There we go. There we go. Industry. And agriculture. Aren't those beautiful names? Hang on. I don't just need to be there. Just industry and island. There we go. Beautiful names. Truly places some people would really love to be. Now in order for this plan to work, we need one more additional problem. Or one more additional thing. We need a... What is it? It should be under artisans. Has been a while since I did this. What we need is a... Come on, buddy, where are you? That's a public mooring. Oh, there's tourists. That explains why it's not where it should be. Anyway, there is a very specific thing that we need in order to make all of this work, which is the commuter pier. There we go. That's what I was searching for. Because the commuter pier basically allows us to make one massive island with people over here. And then they're going to be spreading out across all the islands, doing their own thing. So, I've jabbered enough.
Broke out.
1 second. There we go, now you have a fire department. Good luck. So once we've fixed all of the messes with regards to industry, we're going to be fixing our shipping messes, because that in and of itself is an issue. So anyway, we have agriculture right here. Do we have a commuter pier? I believe we do, because otherwise it would not say what it did. No, we don't actually. Okay, so for agriculture we're going to need a commuter pier, so let's go ahead and do that first. I see that I already have a small little pier right here. And we're going to need 50 steel beams and 50 concrete. Should be doable. Where's our shippy ship? Our ship is not... yes, there we go. That's the ship I need. So we are going to start with getting a commuter pier up and running. So that all of this then moves somewhere else as well. So that all of this is basically going to be shared across multiple islands. And then we are gonna go ahead and start building stuff. Let me see, we need 50 concrete beams and it was reinforced concrete, there we go. So you're gonna go here. We have I believe we already have a commuter pier right here. Still not sure what the problem with the roads are right here, but I'm certain that will be fixed at some point. There is a road. It follows... Is there... Oh. Hang on, I see my problem. Oops. There we go. Now we have everything working as intended. Effects, coffee for duration. No, thank you.
The reality of it hits you?
Less the reality and more that what you're offering me is useless. At least at this point in the game. Let's see here, you are moving. It's going to take a bit. So let's in the meantime go ahead and work on granary. The best way to do that is by checking on the total granary output that we need for all islands. Because this gives us an idea of how many granaries we need. And we start with granaries because those are the hardest one to get. So we need 16 granaries. We are not, I should mention this, probably not going to be using oil for a while. Because I first want to have that set up for industry.
Fire has been vanquished.
So we're going to need 8 grain. Based on this, we're going to need 8 granaries on the agricultural island right here. Oh no! Oh, okay. That is Santa. Santa in January, apparently. I mean, I'm okay with that. Let me see, there's also some small oil. I mean, to be fair, oil is going to be like a secondary problem that we're going to be dealing with later. As for the granaries, I feel the best way to put the granaries is by putting them right here. Like, I've got a beautiful little zone right here that is just tailor-made for grain. So let's start working on that. We need, I believe it is 8, hang on, 1 minute. No, we need... Santa is not a game mechanic as far as I'm aware. So what are we going to be doing? Well, first of all, we're going to be adding a small warehouse right here. Artisans, workers, there we go. What we are going to be doing... So we had 16 before. Oh, that's achievement. That's not the button that I need to press. Let me go ahead and go here. Go to all islands. And we have now upped our grain production to... Let me see here. Oh, but it's because they aren't being used yet. There we go. Grain is going to be produced in a bit. And that should up... Yeah, there we go. So right now we are making more grain that we need. Making 2 additional grain. So we can start getting rid of some of the granaries on the other islands.
Just say the word.
First, however, let's go ahead and build ourselves a... There we go. So now, as you can see, our workers are all connected. This is going to be 1-on-1, so we're going to need a lot more grain. Luckily for me, I have a lot of wood that can be brought right here. Now, first, the next step is to go ahead and already start a small production line of grain here. And the reason for that is very simple. That way we can start getting rid of these 2 grain productions. Also, the grain will be added into the pool, I believe, so that will help a lot. We're not going to be, like I said before, not going to be using tractor beams. That is at the moment a bit weird. Let me see here. Is there anything running for agricultural? The answer is no. Now, here's the one thing though, which is that I kind of want to have it first run to industry. So let's go ahead and set up our first true trade route for the industry, which is, well, grain and bread.
The epidemic.
Because otherwise our workers are going to be complaining. So we're going to be adding, so this is 1, this is 30 seconds, which is 4. With a bakery of 2. For now, let me go ahead and make a specialized bakery section. This is all mechanical industry. Let me see here. This is all artisan. Then we can make... There we go. Then we can make this... turn this into all other stuff. Go, let me see here. Yes, everything works as intended. So let us go ahead and create the first trade route between agriculture and industry. There we go. And we are going to be using... Which one of you is moving? There we go. And then we're going to be also making our first trade route between industry and the actual island. Where we are going to be doing that with bread. HMS... Sure, the HMS tube worm.
Workforce shortage.
So there we go. Now, this has all been added in, I believe, finally. Let me check. Otherwise, yeah, there we go. So there's, at the moment, 20 grain being produced. That is going to be added into the mix. Well, from there it all works out. And with that, we can now start getting rid of the first 2 grain stuff over here. I just realized I made a mistake in regards to calculating, so we're going to be fixing that in a bit. Like, look at that, we've already reclaimed part of the island. I made a mistake in calculating stuff. Because this is 30 seconds, which means it isn't. Which means that we need 1 for 2. There we go. This is how it should be. Hi, Dub. So, in the meantime, let me go ahead and see if there it is. Hey, to be fair, it is the 1800s. We haven't quite figured out yet how to do instant teleportation of goods.
On our way.
So there we go. We are going to be waiting on the wood here so that we can go ahead and get more grain production running over here. How much grain are we actually running? So we need at the very least 5 right here. Because this is 300%. Okay, I know, we need at least 4 more in order to get everything over here. I believe other stuff uses grain as well. Yeah, beer over here, which is malt house. But I believe the beer production is on a complete... Yeah, okay, so the beer production is on a different island altogether, so we don't really have to mess too much with this. This is surprisingly an island that I'm not going to be messing too much with, at the moment at least, because, well, this is a fully self-contained beer chain production, so... Don't mess, you know, like, don't mess with what works. Just going to add 5 more grain over here. Is there anything else that grain is used for? I don't think so. Oh no, wait, there's only one thing that grain is used for, and that is the silo. But since we will be moving this to agriculture as well, that won't really be too much of a problem. We just need to add... let me see here, 100... 400, we need 4 more. Gotcha. Just need to remember that to myself, for myself.
Waiting new horizons.
So let's see here. Then after we're done with that, we're going to be moving away the other fields, which is mostly potatoes. Potatoes is actually, for me, one of the more annoying things to have to deal with, because for some reason, people just keep wanting potatoes. Like, I don't get it. I mean, I do, but still. How long is the truce that we still have?
I've made better deals with seals.
I forget as much.
Aye, maybe there
There we
was
go.
good in you once, then it died.
The doors are shut. Where are the proceeds?
Okay, there we go. That is something that I've been trying to get one thing going for a while now in colorful flowers. Let me see. Ooh, sheet music. We have the pink sugar bush, the marshmallow, and the snow gum. Nice. Couldn't be once died. I don't know who heard it. I really don't. Let me go ahead and see here in plants. If we have the little yellow lotus, what I'm looking for is most of we got earlier. Part of enchanted. Oh, this is plant management. Okay, never mind. I don't. Let me see here. Is there anyone that... The Jujube Lotus, I believe that one is there. I've made it my mission to at the very least get everything in the botanical garden going. Okay, so we already have the snow gum. Kind of trying to see if I recognize any of the plants. I believe he might. Is it the banyan tree? Pink sugar brush, sea lavendel, champak. Sears, marshmallow. I believe I already have marshmallow. Sacred. Let me go and have a look at sacred. Okay, we already have champak. Let me see, what else do we have? Not meadow sage might. Otherwise, no. In that case, going to have to keep trying. Anyway, our wood has been delivered.
A new commission?
There we go. So now we add 5 more into the mix. Like I said, I will be dealing with... Now, to be fair, like I said, I will be dealing with oil once that has been... Once the irons have been fixed. I kind of want to make this into turn this into an oil harbor. Or maybe even gas, depending on how well this will all go. Okay, so let me go and see here. It's 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. There we go. There we go, the most Dutch landscape anyone can possibly imagine. There we go. So this is all, this is oops all grain. And let me go ahead and upgrade the warehouse just in case. Can. Same with you. This way there's at the very least a bit more infrastructure going on, because they are going to be also doing a bunch of other stuff here. So, is there anything on the main island that still uses grain? Because if there is, I would request to know, but I feel like apart from the sheep farms, not much is using it. It's assembly line. Oh yeah, that's right, this is assembly line. This is going to be interesting to fix in and of itself. Steelworks, going to be dealing with that in a bit. Let me see here. Oh yeah, charcoal also, but I don't see, apart from like just using silos, I don't see anything that is at the moment. Let me see if I can, okay, so I can't do that, I will have to do that by hand. Okay, so anyway, grain is going to kind of be on a surplus for a bit while we are fixing the next set of problems. That is the reason that we have so much grain in the first place. That is sheep farms. And we have a nice little 4x4 sheep farms. That's it from the looks of it. Is there any other sheep? No, there are... No, those are not sheep farms, those are pig farms. That is cattle, which we're also going to be moving to the agricultural island. Let me see here. So we need 4 sheep farms, one of which has a silo. Gotcha. And let's make that 2 silos just to be on the safe side. So, sheep. Where are we going to put sheep? Well, there is this beautiful little outcrop right here that is going to be perfect for sheep.
Things are hard enough as it is.
So let me go ahead and see if I make sure. Let's just make sure that like everything is as it should be. Let me see here. Yeah, okay, we can do that with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay, there we go. I see how this will work. Let's go ahead and copy that. Going to be doing an additional copy. Go. 3, 1, 2, 3. This can always be changed as required. Yes, because I'm wrong by 1. I'm off by 1. There we go. Now, go and add. There we go. And the last thing that is needed is that we need to add a silo to at least one of you. And for a silo, we need more wood. You know what might be a good idea is if we go ahead and get a woodcutter in this place. Just to make sure that we are not running out of wood. So let me go ahead and do that. And hang on. We can do this better. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. And then just add one of you right here. There we go. Now, whenever we are not busy with this island, we can just kind of go ahead and make our own wood. Let's go ahead and get one right here. Let's add one silo to you. And just to be on the safe side, I will also add one silo to you. Which requires bricks. Let's just keep it at one silo right now for now.
If it's a fight you want, a fight.
There we go.
Still with a head.
She's asking me for, what is it, 55,000? And I have like 1 million. Question design some, because exactly 1 second, I'm gonna go ahead and move. Nah, I'll keep your chat right this. I was gonna go ahead and quickly get myself something to drink. I need some food, or at least some juices in. There we go. Apologies, I need some juices. I need some morning juice. Get myself up and running. Let me see here. Is this... No, we are... Like I said, all of it is production. This is only agriculture. This is only going to be production. So I'm not making any exceptions, no matter how much I might want to. Hydration is good. This isn't just water. It's like a fruit juice thing. Not sure. It's part fruit juice, part green tea. No, I'm not sure what it is, but it is absolutely lovely. Let me see here. How many do we have over here? I guess the better question to ask is how much do we actually need? Go to production. Because this is what we care about for now. We have a demand of 6 and a supply of... Potential supply of 22. Wow. Okay, we only need 6. Then we can go ahead and make 6 right here. So this is all artisan. We have christened this to be all workers. So let's christen this little dinky little plot lara right here to be all about the farmers. Now we can go ahead and go to our route. And we are looking for probably the one all the way at the bottom. I need to start renaming these routes, if possible. Where is my grain? There we go. First up. Let's call this produce. And now we have green and we have wool. It's also going to be there. This guy just simply got produce. That way I know where this all is. I also need bread. We are going to call this. This products. And this is gonna go ahead and go here. There we go. And I believe we can actually get 4 of them going already. Because it's 1-on-1. Let's see here. Where? I'm blind, apparently. Because I can't find my own stuff. There we go. There we go. This is all the clothes that are going to be needed for now. And now we can go ahead and get rid of the stuff right here. I just need to find all of the things, because I've kind of spread them out. This is one of the other reasons that I want to redo my islands, is because they are spread out all across the island and it creates a hot mess of things. Let me see here. There we go. There's one right there. Where is one hiding? There's one hiding right there. Is that all of them? Let's see if that's all of them. Production. Somehow there are still 4 being made here. And I don't know where the rest is. There we go, Tribe needs his vitamins. This might just very well be that it's like at the moment not... let me see here... Yeah. It might just very well be that it simply hasn't updated yet on the fact that, you know, stuff isn't being made here anymore. Which is entirely possible considering the mess that we have. Let's see here. So, what's up next? Well, up next, now that this little industry is doing its own thing, we're not going to be focusing on this yet. This is scary. This is very scary, in fact. We instead are going to focus on all of the potatoes. Yes. Let's focus on the potatoes next, because oh boy. So, how many potatoes are being produced here? Well, that's a very good question, Tribe. The answer is 8. We have a supply of 8. We need a supply of 10. So let's go ahead and build that right here. And we have our own too many transporters. That sucks for them. Let's go ahead and make some schnapps, shall we? Let me also go ahead and quickly do this real fast. I'm going to need 10 of them. Should we just start with... Not quite what I wanted. I'm also going to need to check and make sure that nothing is like being run mechanically over there. Although odds are we will at some point go ahead and mechanize all of this. That's to say... at some point we are going to add tractors to this whole shebang. There we go, that's the first 4 done. They're gonna go over here and they are going to create schnapps. So again, we're starting with 6. Produce, which means we now also are adding potatoes to the mix. And products means we are from now on adding booze to the mix. Now let me go and have a quick look. Let's see if there is like nothing that uses big ass potato fields? The answer is no. Or big, not big ass, but just uses big potato fields. Doesn't seem like it. For some reason, just never bothered with that, I guess. Well, time to demolish you. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's also add you away because we're going to be creating a few more. That is 4 at the moment. We're going to be creating more of you. Then I believe this is good enough for 1 full row. So there we go. That is 6. There's a bunch of stuff that is needed here, so let me go ahead and add an additional small warehouse as well. So there we go. That is now the potato chains almost fully done. It is absolutely lovely. And let me see here. How many more are there on this island? I believe that is pretty much all. I want to say all of them. Let me see here. Yes. Okay, good. So that's all of them. I will add a lighthouse in at some point, just for aesthetical purposes. So, you can already see like how much room we're getting with this. This stays here for a... I believe this one stays here for business. Oh yeah, because we are also having a pig farm here, and we pretty much all of our pig farms are using silos. So that's going to be the next step. It's going to be pig farms. Pig is for me falls technically under agriculture, so that is what we will be doing with it. Oh, hang on, there's another framework right there. I missed you. Thought you could sneak in under there, did you? Let me go ahead and see here. We also have a schnapps distillery that can go as well. It's going to take a bit to make sure everything rebalances as needed, but hey. Let me see here. We have 1, 2. How many pig farms do we have? Because pigs are used for multiple things.
This city is a magnet for genius.
Provides needs variety. Yes, absolutely. If I need to build less variety theaters, that would be absolutely lovely. We've got a couple of... Oh, we've got more sheep farms right here. Hang on. Aha! There we go. Going to need to add an additional row of sheep farms, though. Okay, so we have... How many pig farms do we have? We have 2. That is over there. We've got... Technically 4 right here, because this is... Because this is technically a ×2 modifier, so that is 6 pig farms, which I believe also works with production. Yes, there we go. Supply. Okay, never mind. So supply of 8 and a demand of 6. 6 to 12, depending on how you want to look at it. Nothing is being supplied there anymore. That is good. That means that we've destroyed all of them. So 8 pigs is the next step. Also, hang on. Dank u Blendel. Niet op dit moment alsjeblieft. We also need to go ahead and add some additional stuff right here. There you go. Because I just spotted something here. I spy with my little eye something that should not be there. Anyway, let's go and start working on the pigs. Now that has been done. And the pigs are gonna go... they can go right here. Also, I need, like I said, need to add something else here as well. So that is... Yeah, pigs... oh yeah, hey, look at that. There's like a beautiful little thing right here. Right there. Now this is one of the few things that I don't really have a solid... Ah, that's not true actually, hang on. There we go. One, two, three. There we go. I mean, just look at those happy piggies. And what I like about this, and this is just something that Anno does really well, is that it has removed all of the... Like, what it has done is it has removed the barriers, so it is like one big massive pig field now. There we go. 3% is vitamins for today. So, like, this is, like, I mean, just look at this. Even though they technically don't move, the fact that there are no things between them is just... Oh, we are... Oh, wrong button. So that is 4 of you. Technically, I guess we can... Hang on, what we can do... is do this. And rebuild this a bit. There we go. This way we can add the tractor in as required. So there we go, those are piggies. That is, I believe, 4 piggies that we are now producing right here. That's, I keep pressing the wrong button. Let me see here. Pigs is 4. Okay, good. So we can take out 4 right here once we have also taken out some other stuff. How many sausages are we producing? We are producing... We have a demand of 4. Oh, well, okay, that works. We have a demand of 4, so we can go ahead and make 4. Where is... There is my little production chain for workers. 4 sausages coming right up. 2, 3, 4. Hang on. There we go. And produce now also has piggies. And products now has sausages. It does say here that the load goods schnapps isn't working yet. That is because it takes a bit for production to kind of get used to everything.
We need something first.
And the fact that there are apparently too many transporters, which is fully understandable, considering what I'm asking of them. There we go. Now the production should be easier to deal with. So, we can go ahead and once again start destroying stuff. This time around, it's pig farms. Bye, piggies! I'm sorry, but this is for the greater good.
Check a copy.
Let me see here. War declared, which is riot chance, bombs running of bombings. Sure, don't care. Let me see here. This, I believe, is yeah, two. So that's you two. And 4 sausages. 1, 2, 3. Now there is a 4th one hiding here somewhere. There he is. There's the 4th one. And we do for trade administration. For green. Okay, good to know. We'll destroy you just in case. And with all of the piggies destroyed, we can also now go ahead and destroy our grain. And just look at that. Uncomfortable heads to cause precisely. I mean, just look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Like, look at this beautiful. We can redesign this entire part of the island as we please. It is truly a momentous occasion. So, sales. I mean, if we need them, we can go ahead and buy them. So that isn't too big of a problem. It's the filament factory. Oh yeah, this is iron. That is, but that's not yet what we are not yet focused on the mess that is going to be iron production. Next up, we have peppers. The reason that this island, this at first came here is because, well, frankly, it was easier. We still have 2 more pig farms right here for the rendering works. Okay, so let's go ahead and focus on that as well. Let's just add 2 additional... let's actually add 1 additional pig farm just in case. So that any production delays are fixed early. One, 2... 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now we need to just move this 1 to the right or there. So there we go. Those are some more additional piggies, and that way we can go ahead and move the cell production out here. See here, yes, so at the moment there are no pigs because they are still being delivered. So let us go ahead and get some soap going as well. So we need, let me see, general rule of thumb is 1 for 1, so that's 2 rendering works. And 1 soap. Another city. That's the other thing, is that as industry gets moved away from my main city, it becomes more interesting for visitors. What do we need here? We need 5 bricks. Okay. Let me go ahead and add some bricks to the machinery.
Awaiting new horizons.
So let's see here. Can I believe the storage is empty? Understandable. Let me see here. I believe we have a create new group. Yes. Hang on. How does group creation work? Oh, there we go. Oh, hang on. I have an idea here. Let me go with this, assign you to basic goods production. There we go. So this is basic goods production for this entire island for now. At the very least helps me keep track of everything. Let's see here, how much is it to get the Crimson Lighthouse going right here? I feel this island deserves a lighthouse, personally. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a lighthouse in. Let's see, where can I find it? It's a furniture shop? Oh god. Okay. Let's just take this step one step at a time. Don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. Let me see here. Where is... I need lighthouses. Where are my lighthouses? Let me see here. Yoo-hoo! Lighthouses! Well, art thou? I'm seriously terrified for what we're going to be needing in order to get all of that up, to get the investors fully up and running at this point. So let's go and have a look here. Isn't it meant to be like Docklands? Because I distinctly remember that it's like its own separate thing. Let me see here. Tourists, investors, luxurious park. I am absolutely blind for the lighthouse. No. It should be in here somewhere. Maybe it's industrial ornaments? No, that's not it. I am blind as a bat today, apparently. Pleasant Park. Oh, there we go. Dockland ornaments. There we go. There's the Crimson Lighthouse. See, what I personally feel is that a little lighthouse on both ends just kind of makes it more fascinating to look at. Like, there we go. A sign that all three are in perfect unison. Shepherd shoulders on tambourine. The shepherds can go ahead and enjoy themselves. If there is a shortage, that just means that they can work harder for the glory of the Empire or something like that. I don't know. Let me see here. We are making stuff. So yes, there we go. What exactly is the hold up here? I feel there is a hold up here, and I'm not certain what it is.
Ready for a challenge.
Okay, never mind. It's just that it takes a while for all of the things to load. Okay, never mind. I just looked at it at the wrong time. Well, where is my ship? I am missing a ship. Sure, we will use you.
Unfurl the sail.
In the meantime, let me go and quickly check something. While we are waiting on the ship to arrive. Winship, not now. So let me go ahead and have a look here. There we go. We need more of you, but since we are now about to enter the much more dangerous era of steel beams and windows, we also are going to need a bunch of these things. So you grab all of that and go here. Let me see now. I believe there's also a good that is moving from here to here that has a name that I'm going to be renaming. Yes, there we go. You are gonna go ahead and go to basic goods production as well, because you are already working on some stuff. The thing with this good, especially with Orion, is that we just need to make 1 or 2 small modifications to this in order to...
Out of control. The fire.
Oh, that was it.
Behind.
That's the entire... Okay. Gotcha. In that case, let me go ahead and make sure that you guys aren't going to be destroyed by fire anymore. There is a fire department there! How did that You know what, never mind. I'm just gonna go ahead and add an additional fire department here. 1 second. How can I do this without also... Okay, I can see how I can do this without also messing up what I already have. Let me see, canals, right here. Swiggity swooty. Never mind. I just realized No, wait, can I... Maybe... Yeah, okay, I can swing straight past here. Okay, you have to connect the canals to another water pump. Okay, so how far is this gonna go? Because otherwise I am hitting a problem. Too many canals connect. Okay, so let me see. So you're a clay collector. Is there a place here on the island where we can go ahead and add additional clay to the mix? The answer is probably... Okay, hang on. We're going to be redoing some of this. Let me go ahead. No, wait, hang on. Can I... Let me test something real fast. Okay, okay, I can't. That's a problem. Clay, clay, clay. Can I put more clay here? The answer is no. Okay. Well, guess you're going to have to deal without a fire department, guys. Sorry. Sure, you guys can save yourself if required. Blame the canals, not me. This is why spinning precisely, Kersha. Precisely. Connect canals or import clay from the other continents. That is actually a really great idea, Chowdoko. And also, hi, welcome to the stream. Hope you are having a relaxing time. Connecting. Like, the thing here is I was thinking about connecting this canal to over here, but that's why I was trying to see if I could make a connection over across the water, but apparently I can't. Have a good time working. I mean, hey, if I can help you get through the workday, then that to me sounds, like a great thing to me. And if I can help you just kind of relax, I feel we are both better off as a result. So, I mean, I can import clay. I've never really... Like, the thing is I'm still kind of working on my main islands, but I can do some quick reorganizing over here, but I do need to remember... Oh, there is literally nothing going on here. No, wait, hang on, that's not true. I have... is there... Hang on, let me check something real fast. Yes, okay, so I can just import clay from here. Go another clay collector right here. Let's see here. So that is clay right there. Then we can go ahead and just add this to the lobster. And there is the clay. There we go. Clay. Let me also go ahead and create a new group called Ambassador. There we go. This way I at the very least know what goes where. I believe there was another one that was... Yep, there we go. So you move to Ambassador as well. There we go. Let's start organizing some stuff here. So clay is as of right now being created here.
Is our work no longer needed?
And let's also go to make a quick warehouse right here. So there we go, clay is being collected, and then we can go ahead and delete this in exchange for an additional water pump. And then we can go ahead and add a fire station right here. Hang on, do I want to have it right here? Yeah, I mean, this works. Like, it's close enough that it works, at least. There we go. And then we have enough space right here to move into this entire area as required. Let me also go ahead and just add some paved stones here. To at the very least extend the reach. Like, I'm still not certain if... I believe stone better roads also up the speed of everything, but that is a maybe on my end. Like, I'm not 100% certain. I know that it does in older Anno games. But it does. Okay, there we go. Kind of want to say, like, I know that it did in older Anno games. Like, for those of you who don't know, I have been playing Anno basically since the very first game came out. So since 1602. Little speed improvement. I mean, every little bit of speed improvement is good in my eyes, simply because it means that it takes less time for produce to go where it needs to be. Let's not do that. That's bad. That's a silly idea. But yeah, I've been playing Anno since 1602. It was actually the first game that I remember looking information for online. Because back in the day with 1602, especially if you like go to the anniversary edition and play that today, you will notice that there's like no real information on when you move up a tier and when new goods become available. So as a result, I remember being like 6-7 years old and just kind of looking up where I could how I could access new information and new goods. And yeah. It's basically, Anno was for me the start of my gaming career. Like I've said this before on Twitter as well. Like, I have never been a traditional like Nintendo gamer or Sony gamer. Like, my first experiences were like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Anno 1602, Zoo Tycoon. Like, I grew up on Windows, basically. So, and like, I just seeing go like I tried to play 1602 a few weeks ago again, and just the difference in how much it plays versus today versus back then. Like, obviously there's like the difference in how it looks, but there's also just stuff like the gameplay feel itself. And despite that, it is still Anno. Like, you can still technically play it and have a good-ish time. Oh, then again. The only one that they haven't played is 1701. I really should at some point, though. But apart from that, I've played every single one of them. For me, and if we ignore 1800 as my favorite game, because that, let's be honest, is a bit cheating considering how great it is. Like, if we ignore 1800 for favorite games, I think, I want to say 2070 for me. Like, I've always been in, I always liked the futuristic mindset of 2070 and the futuristic setting. Without the dumbing down that 2205 gave the series. Which I will say, 2205 is great if you have never played any Anno game before. Like, it is a very baby's first Anno game. But you will quickly want to move on to better things, I guess. I started games big enough for a floppy. I mean, hey. So some of us, you know, like I'm a bit too young for floppy games, but like I do still remember like having to use a telephone cable for the internet with the sound that it made back then. It was childhood memories. Like, I remember the day that we got like Wi-Fi in ADSL and we no longer had to use the telephone line to access the internet. Like, we were like one of the first families in our town to have that, and it was such an immense, like, it was such a wow thing to just be able to call and also have to just be able to call and be on the internet at the same time. beautiful childhood memories. Of course, in the end, despite all that, I never decided to go into anything to do with computer sciences, but, you know, in a different universe somewhere. For that before cable. Yeah. Let me see here. Oh, hang on, we can actually get rid of the pick. Oh yeah, that's right. We've done this stuff. Like the advancements in the internet in the 90s and early 2000s were going so fast that it still blows my mind actually to a certain extent how much. Also, badass 05888, welcome to the channel. Thank you for the follow. Telephone line you could call. Yeah, precisely. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the fact that my father could be on the internet while my mother was calling a friend. Like that was just mind blowing. Still hope days my sister didn't give me a coffee so I would make phone calls. That is so mean. I love it. That is such perfect revenge. That is such perfect revenge, Kersha. That is. Like that, to be fair, my sister was a bit too young for me to do stuff like that, because she was like 3 years old, and I was 8 years old, but I probably would have done the same, to be honest. Anyway, let's go back to making sure that our agriculture moves to a different island. Next up we have bell peppers, but can we... Okay, so we can't do bell peppers right here, so we're going to have to move it to a different island. Well, that works. Is there any other island that uses bell peppers that I already have access to, though? Not really. I mean, I guess we technically have this island right here. Let me see. What am I actually using this island for? Because it's pretty clear that I started this island for some oh yeah, this is all brass production. Okay, I'm starting to get what's happening here. Okay, this is all purely brass production. Let me see here. Is there an island closer to... That's bell peppers. I mean... Is it worth it to settle this? No, I feel like this island's better. Okay, so we're going to be settling a new island here. And we're going to turn this into a bell pepper farm. That's kind of going to be the idea. But yeah. Also, can we upgrade? We can probably upgrade some. No, we can't actually. Where is my ship? My ship is right here. You've just now delivered your goods, so let's go ahead and start getting some more goods right here. Because it's time to go ahead and start making bell pepper farms. 5 youngest, but I was 9 when we got the internet. Must have been like 6, 7 years old. No, that's not true. We had it earlier, but like that was like the first memory. Like I believe we got ours like in 1996, I wanna say. 1996, 1997. And it just... Yeah. Like, to be fair, I'm also still of this generation that, like, the DVD was a really big deal. And one of the things that I remember most fondly is the Shrek 2 main menu. And I don't know why. I've actually been thinking about Shrek 2 a lot lately again. Like, I've been listening to the music a lot. And, like, just the DVD menu for Shrek 2... for some reason was the best DVD menu that existed in my eyes. And I can't tell you why. ...2002, 2003. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, to be fair, like, it does really depend on where you were living at the time. I'm actually go here, start working over here. Mostly purely for logistical reasons. But yeah, like, I have this very vivid memory of, like, playing Zoo Tycoon while, basically, we were getting a completely new section of the house that would give us, like, a new bathroom, new bed, just basically new bathrooms and new shower rooms, etc. And so I distinctly remember playing Zoo Tycoon while in the background, Zoo Tycoon 1 I should mention, while in the background people were just breaking down the bathroom. The infrastructure, my... Wow, oh, okay, seriously.
Your people
I'll be
are
honest,
rioting.
that is a weird concept for me, that there's like, there are places with no phone line. But then again, I live in a country where like 95% of the people has access to the internet, and has what is basically has had that for the majority of the existence of the internet. So there we go. Now training jolly police officers. Ah yes, jolly police officers that will enter jolly riot. Considering the news actually from yesterday in my country, that yeah, yay, jolly police. I mean, to be fair, considering the fact that I'm basically playing as like a rich person, they really are jolly for you know, mostly for me. Let me go ahead and go to fastest for a bit so that I can get my ship. I will probably upgrade all of these at some point to oil tankers. But for now, I kind of want to keep the ships up. Like, the distances aren't big enough for me to kind of justify moving to oil ships at the moment. But I will at some point. Also, there is some serious ping-ponging going on.
From start to finish.
Okay, because of glasses. And
The pendulum
fur.
swings between content.
Don't worry, glasses and fur will be dealt with. Just give me a hot minute. Okay, there we go. This is going to be our Bell Pepper Island. But that also means that we are going to need to go ahead and get some more ships up and running. Which means it's time for another clipper. In the meantime, we can go ahead and make bell peppers. So, how much bell peppers are we making here? We are making... Ooh, exciting. We are making... We have a supply of 2. And 2 beef. Okay. I mean, this could be one of those exceptions. No, this is not going to be one of those exceptions. We have a system. That system is produced into industry, from industry to the main island. We're going to keep us on that. So we are going to need red peppers and beef. And on all islands we are making... I kind of need to get Crown Falls out of it, because that is kind of messing up the calculations. Okay, apparently we only make 2. Okay. Well, that's going to be an easy one in that case. So we're going to be getting ourselves to... Hang on, let me first of all make sure that we have some important stuff here first. First, a small warehouse right here. And... Oh, hang on, that is the wrong side. And of course, no island is complete without a lumberjack. There we go. Now let's also go to make a road that goes like scooches right past it. There we go. This is the do not touch zone of the island. Let me go ahead and add the... Okay, we need more stuff for that, so let's for now just go ahead and focus on the bell peppers. Which we only need 2. Which I'm honestly kind of surprised about. But actually I shouldn't be that surprised, because we are using a lot of things to kind of make sure that the bell peppers are as they should be. I am not happy with the way that this is. So let me go ahead and redo this real fast. There we go. So that is the 2 bell peppers. So I should mention, like, bell peppers make every bit of food more pleasant, so I can fully understand the need of the populace to get some bell peppers going. Yeah, sure, let's go now. So this real fast. There we go. Canned food has always been a bit of a weird one because you start off with needing a lot of it, and then later on it just kind of disappears as artisans. It's not that artisans aren't needed anymore, they definitely are, but artisans always have felt like the odd one out in regards to how much you need them compared to how much there are of them. But it might just be me that I just have never really figured out a system that works. There we go. So let me see here. Because at the moment, this works to a certain extent, but since we want to free up the entire island, what we're going to be doing is bell peppers are gonna go from here to here. And then we only will get... let me actually put you into basic goods as well. There we go. Because this way we can have a better overview of what we are doing. Okay, so the ship has been created. This is the manky crab. Got the creator route. But not the manky crab. With the mudlog. Here to here. We are going to be getting... I'm probably going to add an additional set of bell peppers just to be safe. Because there's always like some spillover for travel time. And... see here... beef. There we go, accept. This one also goes into basic goods production. And we can now... go ahead and kick these out. Grabaphones at the moment aren't working, probably because there is some funky stuff happening there. Anyway, the important bit here is that now... let me see here. Can we actually... ooh, we can actually add some additional... okay, let me go ahead and... redo this real fast. There we go. Yeah, that works. Let me go ahead and add an additional bell pepper just to be safe. There we go, and add an additional cattle farm as well.
Cultivated quite a thirst.
Let's also go ahead and add an additional small warehouse right here. Okay, so that's going to need a bit more, but luckily for me, this is why we have a tugboat right here. So there we go. That is now the production right there done, so we can go ahead and get rid of the production here. There are more bell peppers here than I was expecting. Well, anyway, we've gotten 3 of them, so... okay, so we need to add 1 more of each. That is good to know. In order to keep up production. Like, we can start more adding production later on as we get more of it. Let's see here. Oh, I see what the problem is. The problem is that I started with the wrong...
Ceasefire has ended.
There we go, this is what I wanted.
Ship under attack.
There we
I
go.
also have my wife and children to think about.
Ship under attack. Ship under attack.
Ship is no longer under attack, because I can just pay off the pirates.
Ship under attack.
Ship is not under attack.
Ship under attack.
Sure, game. Our ship is under attack. Great.
Ship under
Yeah.
attack.
Keep saying that. In the meantime, go ahead and copy you.
The strike has ended.
There you go. Strike has been overcome. The jolly police has made sure that the jolly riot is no longer jolly. Going to add. Let me go ahead and for now first add the small warehouse in here.
Why not share some of mine?
No, thank you.
You broke the key off
If you
with the
are,
lock.
if you paid me more than 50 grand, I would probably accept it. But with my 67 million in the bank, you know, I lose that money and I wouldn't even notice it. Is what I'm trying to say. Let me see here. Just go and wait here for a minute. Can at the very least get rid of the production here. That is a good thing. Always need to remember which way everything is facing. There we go.
Welcome to the manufacturing.
What I can do is I can keep some of the production lines here actually, and we can kind of move it to this section. I mean, we could do that, like make just a small little temporary island section over here for a while, because the really big stuff has been dealt with, from what I can see. Oil is doing something. I do need to find a place for most of the trees, but we can probably reuse the... Once all of this here has been done, we can just use that. Which brings us to the problem of... Yeah. So canned foods are a problem for now, but that is a problem that should be resolving itself relatively soon. Oh yeah, that's right. We can also like make skyscrapers with. I'd forgotten about it. Like you not only can get skyscrapers with investors, but also with engineers.
So low.
But before we delve into that little problem, we are first gonna go ahead and continue our fight against all of this. Let me see here, because now we have hit. Let me first of all make sure that like all of the production chains are up and running as they should. That requires 6, that requires one more. And I just go ahead and allow for all of this to just do its thing. Don't mind me though. I'm quickly something in my stomach. So there we go. So that is now 4x4. Like I said, it's going to take a bit longer for canned foods to kind of get back up to normal, but it should be up to speed relatively soon. Again. Now, one thing I do need to know is from where you are. Okay, so you are going from industry. Then I might want to add an additional canned food factories here soon. Like we're now at the point where most of the bigger, largest industries have been moved, so we can start looking more at
I wonder if they know much of the tree.
fixing some of the mistakes.
There are not enough hands.
Okay, so a lot of this is insufficient workforce. Let me see here. Ah yes, because this is one of those self-fulfilling prophecies where like the fact that we don't have enough artisans creates a problem with artisans.
Don't for a moment imagine ivory towers.
Unhappy engineer because of glasses and coffee. Okay, so let's go ahead and start working on industry now. Let's start working on the bugbear. That is all of this. The reason that I've kind of left industry till last is because I'm rather terrified of it. So let's go ahead and just start looking at what we have on production on this island alone. So you can kind of get an idea of why I'm terrified of this. If we go to iron production, you can see that we have at the moment a supply of 26 iron and a demand of 30. This is where the yikes comes from. Because the only way that we have all of this on one island is because we are using electricity. Also, we have a demand of 35 coal and a supply of 7. That needs to be addressed. So before we can do anything, we first now need to start getting our oil production up and running. That's the only way we can even start to begin to reproduce all of this on a different island. Which means it's time to switch over to the New World finally and start fixing up this mess. And let's start by doing that with trade routes, by taking a look at everything that is purely in between the different... Is there anything that is moving in between? No, but we have a bunch of them going out. Probably as a result of the fact that they go to different... Oh, wait, hang on. Okay, so I'm going to have to start... Okay, let me go ahead and quickly grab some pen and paper and start writing down all of the different moves that go to and from pole. Because everything that goes to pole and goes let's see if we can find anything that goes to and from the same island. Because if it is, then we can start moving them together. Okay. So this is from two poles over, from vaccines. Yeah, accept that for now. So from vac to pole, that's all that is. So we have from vac to pole, we have 1. From bog to pole, we have 1. From lead to pole, we have 1. Let me just go ahead and write all of this down, because otherwise this is going to be a hot mess. This is another vug? Hang on, is that the same vug? That is the same vug. Okay, that is 2 from vug.
I can recognize a cruel master.
Great, Sean. Don't care. You're a pirate. That is 2 bog to pole. That is a Goa to pole. That is... I'm not saying that, but that's another... Okay, never mind. That's an oil trade route. Like, oil trade routes are their own separate thing that I can't mess with because they use different ships. Bog to pole 3 times at this point. Look to pole twice. Vac to pole 3 times. 4 times at this point. Okay. Okay, go out to bog. This can go into its own separate group that we are going to be calling New World. We're going to be calling this South America. Okay, now the next question is, why do we have 4 going to and from the same island and the same with 3? Let's start looking at that now. So, bog to pole. There is no reason. Hang on, okay, so this goes... Oh, okay, so this is a... this is a threesome. Okay, so this goes from Bo-Katan to Poles over and from... Okay, so this is a ship that takes a bunch of stuff to and from different places. Okay. That was... Bog. So let's go to take a look at another bog. Okay, this is reasonably understandable, but I feel that if we move pearls away, that in and of itself would create more room for more coffee, because coffee is a massive problem in general in R. So if we can load the pearls in here, that would save space. Let me see, there was another one. Okay, so this is just a matter of having just a lot of goods on one island. But you are also doing more coffee? Right. And beer? Hang on, wait, what? I am moving beer from the New World to the old... What was I thinking? What have I made here in the new world? What was past me thinking when he made half of this? Okay, let's just go ahead and start doing stuff, because otherwise my brain is about to break. So let me go ahead and add an additional coffee here. So this way, all of this is just purely coffee. Where's the other buck? There we go. And you can go ahead and add pearls into the mix. So where are the pearls? There we go. Those are the pearls, and you can go ahead and move them there, because apparently for now that's what we're doing, but that will switch around soon. Okay, so all the coffee is now in one place with the exception of you. Okay, so let's get rid of you as well. Same with you, and you are purely coffee. You are a pure 100% coffee trade route. And you are going to be, I believe it was a Kokushin. Yes. I don't remember. Be sure the ships are empty for the slots you change, otherwise the mess will be a lot bigger. Yeah, I know. I'm not certain if they are. But we can... That's a mess that can still be fixed by just dumping the wrong goods on an island somewhere and picking them up for a bit. For now, I just need to... my step one, before I even can start working on the industry, is to just untangle the mess that I created in the new world. I don't know.
Celebrate your leadership.
Great! But the people are celebrating my leadership. Meanwhile, I'm basically feeling like the accountant that comes into a company to fix their mess and looks at the books and just is wondering what went wrong in the past 5 years. That's how I'm feeling at the moment. Oh, wait, hang on. This is rum. I thought that this was beer for some reason. Okay. Oh, Christ. Okay, let me see. What are the names of the different goods? So you are the Olympia. And the pure coffee is called the Orpheus.
Workforce shortage.
I'm aware that there's a workforce shortage. I am working on the workforce shortage.
Workforce shortage.
Thank you, game. And the other one is called the Flying Dodo. The Olympia, the Orpheus is going to be renamed to Caffeine. Very simple, because that's its singular purpose in life. So let's start with that. Okay, where are you? The Flying Dodo is right here, and he is fully empty! Yes! Okay, so the Flying Dodo is fully empty. This means that there's no problems whatsoever there. Flying Dodo is absolutely amazing. Thunderclap, Vampire Squid. For some reason I've called it Vampire Squid. Okay, this is... Okay, so this is just being wood. There are a couple of ships here. One of them is hopefully going to be the Orion, Ave Maria, HMS Tupon, Miltark, Olympia. It's also empty! This is going great so far. Okay, good. Obvious. Okay, you are the one thing that... Okay. Good. The Orpheus, you're going to be renamed into Caffeine Addiction. Caffeine Addict. There we go. And you are slowly moving towards... Okay, so we're going to follow you for a bit here. And then we are going to forcefully empty both Pearls and Kakushan right here. Yes. Because I believe the Pearls are being used for something on here. Same with the Kakushan for now, but that's all going to change at some point. But for now, just first fix this mess. I'm also going to be changing all of the...
Thrilling! A renowned personage has arrived.
Yes. Yes.
Unfurl the sail. Ready for a challenge.
Also, we're going to need to add an additional pier here. Remind me of that. Okay, so that is the first section of the New World fixed. Thank God. Okay, so moving on. 1 second, need to check something. I am also expecting a package today, again, because I just need a lot of packages. And I need to know when it is arriving. And it is not arriving. Okay, good. Moving back into the game. Okay, there we go. Apologies for that. Just the Dutch postal services are not great at delivering when they say they will deliver. Anyway, let's go back into the New World. So we have basically fixed up the VAC, as in most of it at this point. Oh, it was a bug. It was bug. Okay, so we fixed up. Basically, we fixed up bug. One of them is just one ship, so that doesn't really matter too much. So now we have VAC. Which brings up the question, what exactly is happening with VAC over here? So we have coconut oil, cinnamon, and cotton. This is going to need to be changed into a clipper. That's step 1. Let me see here. Fuck, that's an oil, so oil is just doing its own thing. As you can see, we are delivering a lot of oil. So, yeah. There's a lot of oil being delivered to and from the different places. We might actually be able to do something with that, actually. I'm going to be having a second think about that. Let me see here. The bug over here is Flying Dodo, which is rum, and gold, which works fine by me. There is also... Hang on, we can actually make a full rum. After getting delivery notes 4 days prior. I mean, the problem for me is that, like, this isn't the first time that the Dutch postal services have been telling me that, like, packages are arriving, and then they just aren't. Which, to be fair, we are in the middle of a corona pandemic, we are in the middle of a massive lockdown. I do understand it to some extent, but don't tell me my package is arriving today when it isn't actually moving. Like, please, just tell me that, hey, there's a shortage at the moment, we can't deliver it. That's all I ask for. We have... Yeah, what we could do is we could just do a run. International... I mean, to be fair, it is coming all from Germany, with one exception, but all of it is done by the Dutch postal services, basically. Like, they move it... Like, if I ship stuff from Germany, then it is always, like, at the Dutch border within a day, and then if it needs to move from the Dutch border to where I live, it apparently takes a week. So, yeah, that's fun. What we are probably going to be doing is we're probably going to make a complete run. Which is a word that I've invented. We can't, actually. We are making so much rum on one island that we can't. Okay, that's interesting. I'm starting to understand part of the problem here. Let me see here. So we are working on bulk. Customs held my package for... Why? Why did it suddenly decide that it needed to take 6 weeks for your package? I'm aware there's an artisan workforce shortage, don't worry about it. That sounds really weird that there's like your package was held for 6 weeks. Like, what, did they think... Did they need to, like, get a bomb squad to look at it or something? Anyway. Let me go ahead and have a look at the room here, because I feel there is...
Fire broke out.
How did the woodcutter... How did the woodcutter manage to... You know what? I'm not even going to question it at the moment. Yeah, okay. Anyway, rum. There is something to do with the rum, because apparently there's a lot of rum being made here. Let me see here. How much rum?
How about a cup of coffee? You've been playing for 2 hours.
Thank you very much, game. I just now had some amazing fruit juice. Or I guess, I've said this yesterday as well. It's like green tea with apple, agave, lemon, and curcuma, and it's absolutely delicious. We have an albero problem. That is...
I'm sure there is more we can do.
Well, that explains part of my problems. I have an airship here, don't I? Yes. We are going to be using the airship to deliver some goods to and from the New World. Okay, this explains part of the problem, but also not necessarily the entire problem. Full storage output.
You should go sit in the shed, boss.
How much RAM are we right now using? Let me have a look at that. Hang on, I can just stay here to look at that. Okay, what is the total RAM consumption going on at the moment? I feel that something is happening here. Pulse over RAM consumption is 17. Okay, how much are we making in the entire New World? We are making... let's see here. We are making 16.
The fire has been vanquished.
Well, okay, first of all, that explains the RAM problem. We need at least 20 RAM in order to also get the... like just RAM in general. Let's add an additional 25... let's add an additional 10% for the movement to and from. Which is 20 additional 10%. So that's 22 RAM that's going to need to be produced here. That's going to be fun. And we have some... already have some problems here with RAM. We also have some fried plantains problems. That's one I wasn't quite expecting. Because of the new duty tax on international packages, now you have to pay 25% VAT on basically anything if, of value. VAT was already collected for it, so they do the package hold it forever. Then what might have happened is that probably like your package arrived right as the switch happened. Which I can understand was some... probably made some weird stuff happen. Like, I didn't have that problem because I didn't really have packages in July, but I could absolutely see, or international packages at least, but I could absolutely see that be a massive problem. Okay, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating a fried plantain production right here, because we have a bunch of bananas that can then move into over here. Okay, then my apologies, can move into over here. That way we have enough fried plantains to at the very least keep everyone happy. Ponchos is a bit of a bigger problem, same with coffee. But we can work this out. You have a ship of the line. But first of all, we're going to need to build some more ships. A bunch more ships. Well, then charged me for my own position and contested got like, oh, that's nice. Well done. Okay, so we are building a bunch more clippers. All of them I will go to the New World. See how many do we still have? We have...
Celebrate your leadership.
Okay. Why are you having beer? Oh, you're right, because there's like some people that like need beer in here.
We will always
I think.
follow you.
No? Why are you... Wait, why are you beer? Wait, what? Why is there beer being delivered to Vaxian? What? Am I missing? Did they change something? Like, is it possible that perhaps something got changed, like, in regards to beer, and that as a result? Or is this just me being... What the hell? Why are you delivering beer when that's not needed? Don't. I'm trying to understand the rationale behind this. No wonder that there were like problems with all of this. Let me go ahead and write this down. Thunderclap. And Resurrection, because... I'm going to relieve Resurrection of its duty, first of all. Simply because it is a schooner and it really should not be crossing the ocean. Thunderclap and Resurrection. Are any of you in here at the moment? You are not. You've probably just now started moving. Resurrection has started moving. Thunderclap has also started moving. We're going to wait for them to get to the other side. Then we're going to get rid of their beer. I really don't know what I was thinking when I put beer in here, but apparently for some reason I did. Coffee. I mean, we are mostly. Are we making any coffee here? We are not. What we could do is we could start. Hang on. It's an island. Okay, so what we can do is we could start a coffee plantation right here and an additional oil plantation. And then we can just supply Vexens with coffee that way. Because Vexens is pretty obviously like the big rum producer of the New World. So what we can do is just give coffee to them. That way we have an additional obrero workforce. Ponchos can also be made somewhere else. Now we can basically make this dolphin-shaped island to be the production line for this place. And then from there we can do our own thing. As that way there will be like more land, more space. One of the problems with the New World in general is space. As for you, I want you to go here. And I want you to get some bricks going as well. Wood, bricks, steel, more bricks. And I want you to throw to the New World. Just the New World. That's it. That's all you need to do. Okay, canned goods are still a problem. They are being delivered, so let me see here where the problem exactly lies. Do not possess enough. Okay, hang on. Because apparently this is based on position. Gramophones. There we go. Which also explains the grumpiness of the investors in that case. For their gramophones. I was already going like, why is that a problem? But apparently the game doesn't look at if there is enough room. It just looks at where in the pipeline it is. And the fifth slot is therefore always used for... If you put something in the fifth slot, it's always used in the fifth slot of the ship. Which just... Why? Why is that a thing? Why don't you just check and... Never mind. Because now you can't really put those complex lines where like a bunch of stuff is traveling back and forth. Which is a bit of a shame, to be honest. I mean, you can still do that, but it just requires a bit more... Yeah. Let me see here. Do we have... Thunderclap? Wait, what? There are 2 Thunderclaps. Right.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Okay, I'm just trying to understand why I have 2 Thunderclaps. Let me go ahead and rename you one of them. Let me see. What was teeny tiny toy boat? Yeah, just teeny tiny. Hang on, teeny. Where's my point? Teeny. Tiny toy. Yeah, teeny tiny toy. There we go. If you understand the reference, you will. Yeah, if you get the reference, then good for you. If you don't, then it will just be a fun name for you. Let me see here. That way, at the very least, have like 1 Thunderclap instead of multiple. You are first gonna go ahead and go here, and you're just going to deliver the beer, because for some reason, apparently, we are now also moving beer around. There you go, have fun. Now you can go ahead and continue on your voyage. You are going to be named... Jump up. I'm going to start naming ships after viewers. Because apparently the game has run out of names for the ships. Okay, very good. You are gonna go ahead and get some more bricks in. And some more concrete. And I want you in that case to move to the new world. I will say it is really nice to see the island slowly but steadily get, like, better. Even if it isn't always going amazing. And if there are even if there are a lot of hiccups involved, it is still nice to see. So Vaxian is going, like I said, we're going to be making this Dolphin Island into a general island for Vaxian. And from there, we will work our way into making sure that everything else works. I'm at the moment not touching Arctic, I'm at the moment not touching Ambessa as far as I can, simply because those things basically run themselves at the moment. Ambessa, never really any problems with. Arctic is its own thing. And I'm not touching that until we have fixed up all the mess that's right here. To be perfectly honest. Like, the Arctic is a nice challenge in and of itself. Because getting gas up and running is very expensive, but also very rewarding. But I do first want to have everything here working as intended. How are the ships doing? It's a ship of the line, probably because of some quest at some point or another. This is Bokaton, which... do you have any problems? I mean, you've got some slight rum. Oh. Now I get why there was a bear. Do I want you to be happy? No. I do not care if you're happy or not. I am making enough money that I can take the hit.
Ship constructed.
Which probably is not really the greatest thing to say, but then again, this is the 1800, so... we have a new ship. It's called the Andromeda. And we are going to be calling this one the Chardogo, because he's been a massive help throughout today. Here we go, it's Chardogo. And you are also going to go to move to the New World, because you're going to be a line right there. In the meantime, let me go and have a look at... let me see here. Because there is something happening in industry, for some reason. It might just very well be that there's like more than enough goods, it's just that it's like an artisan problem at the moment. Which is kind of a self-fulfilling problem in that case. Yeah, we just need more artisan kitchens and more canneries. Because, yeah, the problem is just that we need more goulash. We need more artisanal kitchens. Well, that's a problem that can be resolved. But it does require some more workers, unfortunately. Because the problem is that we are only getting more and more. For now, let me go ahead and do something really annoying, which is up the artisanal kitchens for a while. So until we have enough artisans again,
I dream of better.
they are just gonna have to work a bit harder to make up for the problems that are being caused at the moment. Like, run is not the biggest problem in the world. Are you once again getting your tractors delivered? Not yet. You're saying something. I do not care.
Workforce shortage.
Let me see here. Because I believe there is a ship that is... Hang on, what's the name of you again? You are the Orient, okay. So something is happening with the Orient that it isn't just not delivering the goods that should be delivered. Oh, it has. Oh, it might have just been delivered like right now. Let me see here. Yes, it has. Okay, so it has just been delivered. Like, it has literally just been delivered.
Your people are rioting.
Well, if they want to have a jolly riot, that they can do so with a jolly policeman, that I'm sure would love to hear all of their jolly complaints. Wrong button. Don't press spacebar. It's a bad idea. Okay, so there we go. We have, so the investors are finally happy again with their gramophones. They can listen to music. And let's be honest, who doesn't enjoy listening to music? Bicycles are a problem, but that will be, and same with pocket watches and jewelry, but that will be fixed at some point. Coffee is right now being worked on. Now let's go ahead and move on to the world. Point being is the investors are happy, which means that I get money. As long as the investors are happy, that's the most important bit. Okay, so let's make you go over here. Yeah, sure, over here. How actually, in the meantime, let's take a quick look at how the artisanal kitchen is doing now. Let's make sure that it is all working as intended. It is at the moment working at 110%, which is good. Are there any other problems that you might be having? Forester? Yeah, sure. We have enough iron, so that is not a problem. And we also need more canneries. So guess what? Guess who's going to be working harder at the cannery? Indeed, it's you. Until the artisan problem has been resolved, you are not allowed to rest. I know you guys, artisans, decided to go ahead and become artisans in order to get rid of factory jobs. But guess what? There are too many, you want too much, so therefore, back to the factories you go. Only once... the beatings will continue until morale has improved. Let's in the meantime go ahead and get ourselves this going right here. Because this is going to be a small-ish island that is purely here for fried Montana production. Name Poseidon. Yes! That is, I should mention that is just a happy little, that's just a funky happy accident. That's just the name that the game came up with when the ship was built. Let me go ahead and go here. Let's build the bananas right there.
Hola.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Let's go ahead and do this real fast. Let's add some fried. Like that. And with 3 we should be good. Let me see here. We have the walrus. You go here. And you are being renamed to Kosha. In the meantime, you go back to the old world. You're going to be delivering more stuff later on, after all. So Kosha is going to go ahead and deliver some stuff here. And then this ship is going to be the main ship transport for the different goods to and from this island and this island. Because there's at the moment a bit of a shortage.
We are not there yet.
Of a bunch of goods. So what will happen is that we will just... The freight plant... The fried plantains should be, which I believe is just like fried banana, should be easily fixed. That's just a matter of like moving it to and from. Ponchos as well. It's a very basic good. Can basically be built wherever, as far as I'm aware. So that is also just adding 3 different additional factories and like everything is peachy keen.
I wish I could see
Coffee
the
is going to be a
great
bit harder.
cities in the old
Not
world.
quite sure how we're going to be fixing the coffee problem without also creating a mess in our own state. But that is my problem to solve. Okay, so you are moving at the moment. What I'll probably also start doing is I will start using oil ships for transport between the different areas and clippers for just between or vice versa.
This place is full of unresolved equations.
Canned goods are still a problem. We are at the moment producing 3 canned goods. And we need 4. Okay, but like I said, until... we can't really do much else at the moment, simply because there's just nothing. So that's a problem that...
Still waiting for it to arrive.
see here. Okay, there we go.
Good and
Discussion. Who is going to deliver us some more goods?
Ready for a challenge.
Then let's go ahead and start a route in the South America group. From here to here. With hang on, let me go to New World. With you, and let's also go ahead and add ponchos to the mix as well. Even though we aren't creating that yet. So there we go. So now fried plantains are going to be a thing. We just need to add 1 more to the mix here. There we go. Next up, ponchos, which is, like I said, also very easy. Just we need some alpaca farms. In total, we need 40. So we're going to need to get at least some production going on here, unless. Are we capable of? We are. I think. I'm not certain. I am saying we are, but I'm not certain if we even are. So we are not actually, from the looks of it. Let me see. A public mooring, pier, cannon tower, small oil, big oil. Wait, we aren't? That's interesting. Okay, so let me go ahead and start working on ponchos. The reason that the ponchos go first instead of like the more advanced goods is because the more advanced goods can be created out of, you know, like that's a later problem. That's more so a problem of like, okay, that's just a production line that needs to be created in the first place instead of a production line that should have been created. The other reason is a lot easier to understand, which is the moment higher advanced people lose the ability to buy lower age goods, more people will move out. So it's a matter of like, okay, if I don't get the ponchos fixed, if I fix the ponchos, that will be a bigger population return on investment versus if I just start working on more higher tier problems. Because the fact that the other problem is that the fact that the ponchos are a problem means that it's also a problem for the lower tiers, which means that I basically get 2 tiers for the price of 1. It's one of the reasons that I try to fix canned goods first, because that deals with both artisans and engineers, and those are 2 groups that I have a lot of population problems with at the moment.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Let me see here. There is a bunch of oil right here and right there. So these 3 wells are important, but they can also move down south. Okay, good. It's kind of what I needed to know. Let's go ahead and get a small population going right here.
There are a few things to bring up to the patron.
So we're going to be adding an additional alpaca farm. Let me see here. What do you need? You need grain? I assume you do.
Ain't that a little ripper?
Oh, one of my... Oh, okay. I'll have a look at that in a bit in that case. Apparently something has been upgraded. Nice. So yeah, this should help with the Plantana problems. Yeah, there we go. See, fried Plantana are already moving back up, which means that we have just more of all people. Here's there, perhaps they fear them, and rightly so, but there's a mystery to them, and wisdom, you know, memory. Oh. Not quite certain why Tobias is sharing his fascination with Great White Sharks, but sure. Let me see, let's have a look at... Because something has been upgraded, yeah? What has been upgraded? So we know that fish has been upgraded. See, what can we... I've not actually been looking at this at all because of how busy I've been. So yeah, let me go and get rid of this. Wool is no longer going to be a thing. Fish can stay a thing with potatoes. Same with you. Copper for cement can stay that way. I'm not even going to try and explain Docklands. That is like its own special. That probably requires a stream all on its own, to be honest. You, I'm gonna go ahead and get some more. You're going... It's going to need concrete and windows. Oh, and steel beams, obviously. And you are gonna go to the New World. You are gonna go... Just go to the New World. I'll see what the island is called in a bit. Okay, so what is Rena going on with? Okay, so canned goods are still a hot mess. What can I do to up? I can just probably start upgrading farmers, and then that into workers and workers into artisans, and just kind of try and fix it that way. Yeah, let's start doing that. Canned goods, I don't know why, but that has always been a problem for me. So let's just go ahead and start upgrading some.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Okay, so there we go. This means that we from now on can go ahead and help with the artisan workforce right here. Can chase this back down to 0. Because we now have enough people in general. Which also means we can go ahead and add an additional kitchen right here. There we go. That I believe is a 1-on-1-ish. Okay, so there we go. This should hopefully fix the canned goods problem. If it doesn't, then I don't know what will. Hell's eternal slaves, brutally driven from dusk till dawn. The tyrannized population of industry suffer like the yoked beasts of Lucifer. City cries out for someone to rise up, put an end to its medieval overlords. I also love that it says, yeah, well, we can't deliver newspapers all the way to the Arctic. You know, like, I mean, I love the fact that you've written that, dear Mr. Paperman, but I personally feel like we really should start focusing purely and fully on austerity. Like, just purge your demons. Get thee now to church and discover your inner Puritan.
You gained an influence bonus.
Yes. Don't worry about the fact that we are doing bad things. Just, you know, be happy. Okay, so the fried plantains are... Yeah, it's not full yet, but that's because it needs 1 or 2 full cycles to get to maximum production. Same with the alpaca wool, which... with the ponchos, which we are producing 1 of, and we need over here... we need... Okay, so that is also now working fine. It just takes a tick... Going to take a bit to tick over back into the green. Good! Okay, so that is the new world mostly sorted out. At least when it comes towards just fixing the new world. Which means it's time to go ahead and start making sure that, like, the canneries are doing their thing.
Life is like seawater.
Hopefully, at least. Because I don't think I can deal with...
The place is a hole.
Hang on. Okay, so cigars are a problem, and steam carriages are a problem as well. Same with glasses, which is also needed for something else. At the very least, they have gramophones. Like, that's the good thing, is they have gramophones. They can listen to music while being depressed. Okay, so let me go ahead and see here. How are you doing?
High rises.
You are more content. You are more content because you have a department store. Consumerism! Keeping people happy since 1800.
Hide the bottle.
There we go. There. Come on. You can do it. Canned goods can go to 100. Finally, we've gotten a grip on canned goods for a bit.
Ready for a challenge.
Department of stores and gramophones, the pillars of happiness. Exactly. Exactly. I am just so glad that finally the canned goods have been fixed. Okay. Ish. Like, it's not fully fixed yet, but we are getting closer. Now we can start working on the hardest part of this entire game. We need to start getting an oil production up and running. Embrace the baked beans. Yes. Which reminds me of a Top Gear episode, or a Top Gear special, where... I believe it was the Africa special, where they only had baked beans. And that basically turned into a running joke. In the meantime, let me go and see here. Also, hi, German. Good morning. Good afternoon. See here. We have... Yeah, so coffee and bowler hat, but that's not the biggest problem right now.
Full, boss.
Let me see here. Coffee. Even more coffee. It's going to need to be produced somewhere. The people demand coffee.
From its voyage.
And we can provide it to them right here. Is it really big? A what now? Be looking. Yeah, I kind of figured that you were German. I kind of figured that you were. That's one of the reasons that I named the ship after you. Okay, so apparently we are having 200 coffee. How much coffee do my people need? Because apparently it's enough to make 200 coffee. Not be enough. How much coffee are you guys drinking? Tell me, please. Median. Oh, brother. You are drinking 13 tons of coffee a minute? No wonder you guys are so hyped up about canned goods, because I would also go for a can of baked beans after 13 tons of coffee. Alright, time to start making empires fueled by the black gold. Exactly, and that is true in more way than one. We need more coffee. Okay, time to start making more coffee. Where's my coffee? I believe this is my little coffee settlement. Okay, coffee is being built somewhere. It is here. Okay, Bokaton. Bokaton, how much coffee are you producing at the moment? The answer is not enough. Let me just rephrase that. Let me right now say that the answer is there's not enough coffee here. We apparently are having so many coffee beans with so... Okay, what we are going to be doing is we're going to be making even more coffee. Just more. I don't care how much more. Just more. That's it. Your island's entire life purpose is to make more coffee. That's it. That's your entire reason for existence. Where can we add more, even more coffee? We can add even more coffee here. We are already producing 50% more coffee. Somehow, that is not enough. Then, if people want coffee, they are going to get coffee, and they're going to wish that they hadn't broken me with their request for coffee. These people want coffee, I will drown them in coffee. There we go. So, right now... Okay, so, right now we are making, once again, even more coffee here. 15 cups do they want. We are at exactly 15. We need one more. We have, at the moment, a demand of 15 and a supply of 11. I do not care about that. We can go ahead and up supply if required. That's up. Okay, supply is already up by 50%. Okay, so, right now, they will be screaming less... They will have less screaming about coffee, but still too much. So, how are we going to fix this? Very simple. We're going to add more infrastructure to this. We're going to add more warehouses. That way, there is more space for coffee. We now have more coffee space. In fact, we still have 150 coffee space. That isn't enough. We're going to need more. Do we have steel beams somewhere? We do. Get over here.
To watch.
Am I slowly going insane? I'm probably slowly going insane. Let me go and have a look at media art. Kersha, I have just now seen your Weetabix and baked beans stuff. Hi, MB, how are you doing today? Kersha, wherever that cursed cake come from, I wanted to go back there and never see it ever again. Back with food, nice. It's raining, yeah. Kesha, you can keep the cake in media and art so that we can all be reminded of the fact that the Dutch aren't the worst when it comes to food. Yeah, it's raining up here as well, MB. We are right now trying to fix my mistakes of 5 months past. And right now, I am really pissed at my population for desiring so much coffee. Because I do have restaurants. But it's only gonna get worse from here. Okay, they have a bit of coffee at the moment. So yeah, MB, I hope you're doing well right now. I am at the moment kind of hopped up and really, really, really pissed. Mostly at the fact that they all desire coffee. How much coffee do they have? My fault. Yes, indeed, it's my fault. I will fully admit that much. Bacon roasters. Kersha, don't make this any worse than it already is. I will go ahead and show it on screen at the end, or on stream at the end. Hang on, Weekamp.nl. Door een storing komt je pakketje binnen 2 werkdagen in plaats van vandaag. Weekamp, you've been telling me that for 2 days now. Also, hang on, something else is happening here. Uw Amazon pakket is also verzonden. Final? Wait, but it has already been... Wait, 1 second. I'm sorry, there's at the moment the mystery of the packages that are quote-unquote being sent, while they've already started being sent a few days ago. There are a lot of mysteries happening at the moment. In the meantime, the population can... fur is something that we can actually deal with, because that requires just a bit of Arctic exploration. Uit voor levering? Wait, what? Hang on! That implies that it is being delivered today. Wait, what? Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Give me 1 minute. I need to figure out what the hell is going on here, because there is a parcel that is suddenly being delivered here, despite being more noted for the 13th of January.
Lies not in things seen, but those unseen.
It is out for delivery? What you just heard. Also, thank you very much for the host, MB. I didn't see it before. What you just heard is the sound of someone that is utterly done with Weekamp and Amazon. To find delivery. Well, the thing here is, it says delivery. It says out for... I don't know what out for delivery means, but I assume it means that right now there's a truck driving to my house to deliver it. But then again, it could be something else entirely, because this is the Deutsche Post, and... I need a coffee. Christ. Boy. I mean, for you guys, this is probably amazing to slowly see the streamer go insane over a bunch of things. But I can tell you right now, the thing is, normally I order from German Amazon because they have a bigger selection of wares that I can pick from. But the problem is that apparently the Deutsche Post is having a very low-key sort of, well, maybe we will start doing this like next year like mood. And it has been for the past few days, because I basically got a message on the 29th of December that basically said like, hey, it will be delayed, but it's delayed, which, you know, sure, fine. But it will be delivered to like the 13th of January. And I'm like, okay, sure, 13th of January, so January, I can deal with that. I can just be home and make sure it's there. Suddenly, I'm getting a message on my phone just now that basically says, it's out for delivery today, on the 5th. Which, and I mean, I might be wrong here, personally, but the 5th is before the 13th. Last I checked, at least. Like, I might be wrong here, and I could be. Like, I'm not a calendar expert, personally. But the 13th is later than the 5th. And with my other package, I have the opposite problem. Because it was supposed to be delivered on Monday. Where it said, okay, can't deliver today. I'm like, okay, fine. It's, you know, like I said, there's a lockdown going on, Corona, I understand that. Now I'm all of a sudden getting a message, oh, you know, it's delivered. We only now are telling you that there's like a problem, even though we've told you multiple times that it was out for delivery. So it will be delivered sometime next week. Which, Once again, not I don't have like a graduate studies in calendars, but next week is not last Monday. There is a shipper sent a package out, and that includes going through the post for store for sorting, and then there's being regional post for delivery out, and that. Yeah, but the thing here is that Amazon is basically telling me that it's like moving into carrier packages facilities. So it's basically telling me like, hey, it is moving through facilities. It is now only for the first time that it's telling me that it's actually out for delivery. So I assume, based on that, that it means that there is a truck driving to my home at the moment. But I'm not certain. I'm not sure how the Deutsche Post works, the DPD works, but we'll see. The point here is that... So, basically the moral of the story and of my slow breakdown is... Don't order stuff between Christmas and New Year's, because... Especially if you live in Europe. If you live in Europe, just don't order stuff between Christmas and New Year's, because this is the second year in a row that I have to deal with this. Because last year I ordered my computer, or at least the components of my computer, between Christmas and New Year's, and due to New Year's, they got delivered like a week after. I believe they actually got delivered exactly a year ago today. Give me 1 second, there's someone at the door. I will be back in a second. You are not going to believe this. I am not believing it. So right as I'm ranting about posting, take a guess at what has just been delivered. Oh, 1 second. Apparently someone else is calling again. 1 second. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, take a guess at what has just been delivered. Right as I am ranting about my packages being delayed, one of my 2 packages has been delivered. Which is the reason that I was out for a hot minute, because I needed to accept my package. I don't know which one of the 2 packages it is. I will at the very least continue for another 8 minutes, and then we're going to unpack on live, on air, unpack one of the 2 packages that apparently has finally been delivered. I can't show you any live on air unpacking, but I can definitely let you hear the live packing on air. Let's go ahead and fix this up real fast, because this was not meant to happen. But hey, that's part of the fun of streaming, right? Is that you never know when something happens.
Guys, is that how it is?
Like, that's part of the fun.
We're counting on you.
Sure. There we go, have fun.
You make it look easy.
But yeah, so one of my packages got delivered, and I don't know how to react to that, to be perfectly honest.
I'm used to not having.
Let's go ahead and at the very least finish this up. This is why this the entire stream, everything is going absolutely normal. And now, because I wanted to end it at 2 PM anyway, because I have an appointment at 2:30. But like, I don't know how to react to this. Apparently, I should complain on stream more about packages not being delivered or something. How did that even happen? This is an entire saga all on its own, apparently. Anyway, coffee. We were working on coffee. Yes, I don't need coffee anymore after what just happened. Like, there we go, 200. Okay, so if they now don't have enough coffee, then that's no longer my problem. There we go. So, coffee has been fixed. Good. Okay, I'm slowly going mentally insane over here for many reasons. So, hopefully, coffee. Okay, they have the coffee fixed, they have the coffee fixed. Okay, next up, fur coats. That is the easiest. Okay, here's something fun. Fur coats, surprisingly, the easiest one. Because I believe we have a route with fur coats. Yeah, because we basically have an Arctic route right here that delivers fur coats to the main world, to the old world right here. And then delivers the goods to industry. And all we need to do basically for fur coats is just add some more stuff right there. So that's going to be the easy part. Let's just go and fix that up. Because then once fur coats have been delivered, then all that is needed is like stuff that requires electricity. Which I could potentially stream tomorrow, but then I would have a full week of streaming, which I might as well, you know, like might as well go and continue fixing this island tomorrow in that case. But what we need right now is a prime hunting cabin. So what we are going to be doing is prime hunting cabins basically are a ×4 modifier on fur. So you have the normal fur cabins, which you use in the old world. But if you have the Expedition DLC, which is part of the Season 1 package, DLC package, you can get the Prime Hunting Cabin, which is basically a ×4 modifier on the Prime Hunting. So it basically, whereas normally fur takes 1 minute to produce, the Prime Hunting Cabin makes it so that it only takes 15 seconds. Now, the big problem here is, I'm not certain if we need the Fur Hunting Cabin. Because what is important here to know is if the problem lies with the fur, or with the creation of the fur coat. And if it's the fur coats, then I don't need to work on the Arctic. So this goes... Okay, so this is once again industry. Gotta make sense. That would be here. Let me go ahead and have a look here. Is the problem... No, the problem is not fur. The problem is not cotton. The problem is that we just don't have enough fur dealers. I can work with that. So we just need to add 1 or 2 fur dealers. That's it. Then the fur coats have also been, have the issues resolved. And in fact, I can just yoink them from here. So there we go. Let's move this up to industry.
On our way.
Let's go ahead and just kind of fix up fur real fast. Like, fur isn't the biggest problem. Fur is one of those industries that is, especially if you have the Arctic DLC, is very cheap to produce, but also gives you quite a lot of money. At least comparatively, like if I go here to fur coats, you can see that I get basically 59 coins per house. Like fur coats are absolutely amazing for money.
I dream.
Same goes over here. Like we get 22 coins for each artisan, which is a lot comparatively. But if we then go to technicians, we get 59 coins per house for a full fur coat. So all we need to do is add 1 fur coats dealer, and we have no problems with fur coats. So that is easy enough to solve. Glasses are going to be a bit harder because, like I said, glasses are electricity focused, which means we need to start getting an oil production, additional oil production up and running. Which is doable, don't get me wrong, but it is also going to be a hot mess that I, at the very least, am going to save for tomorrow. Because I'll probably be streaming more of my attempts tomorrow, because, oh boy. Today has been a day, but we have started... The important thing to notice here, we have started to uncover the problems with this entire industry. With this entire thing. So there we go, that's the fur dealers. They are now done, there's enough cotton, there's enough furs. Furs are no longer going to be a problem. Like, we now have 5 fur dealers, that all works out, they no longer will complain about that. Like, you can see that there's like a small dip in there. That's simply because, if we go to production, we can see that what we need is 10 fur coats, and we are making 8 at the moment. So if we then go to industry right here, what we can see is that we are making at the moment... we are now officially making 10 fur coats. So there was just like a 20% difference. That is now being done. It will take a bit to kind of balance out. And I might have to add 1 additional fur coat factory just to be on the safe side. But it isn't too bad. Like, you can already see that the fur coats are already back into production. So that is no longer really the biggest issue on the planet. At the very least, like, I mean, look at this. Look at where we started today. And where we are ending up right now. This is all connected, isn't it? Yes, okay. So we can destroy this. I mean, look at where we started today and look at how it looks now. We aren't there yet. The next stream we're going to be focusing purely on this little industrial little island. But, I mean... I can safely say that stuff is getting better now. Now, not everything is there yet. Like, cigars still need to be done. Steam carriages are a pain just in and of themselves. We need to get chewing gun. But... this stream, we managed to do a lot. But before we leave, I'm going to be unpacking at very least 1 of my packages to see which one it is, because I don't know, to be honest. So this is happening live on air. I have no idea what's going to be happening at this point. I'm not sure what you can from here. We have a package that has nothing on it. It is German. I think I know what this is. Because I ordered a few things for myself, not necessarily for the stream, but mostly for myself. Because the Dutch don't have this, like I said, from on Amazon. Let me see, I think I know what this is. Yes. Okay. So this is a, I might go ahead and make a picture of it later and put it on Twitter. For now, what matters is 1 of the 2 packages has arrived. If I had a camera, I would probably done unpacking. But let me just say it this way, for those of you who have been part of the stream for a while now, you can probably guess what it is that I ordered for myself. But yeah. So, we've done a lot in the past 3 hours. A lot has happened in the last 15 minutes of those 3 hours. So, it's pretty good. I mean, I will say, this Kershaw, I still need to get myself that plushie, and I will get it for myself. Like, before the end of the year, I will have gotten myself one of those Spriggan plushies. Like, they are cute. So what have we done today? Well, we've done a lot of fixing. Oh boy, have we done a lot of fixing. So we basically created an entire new island called agriculture right here. We have fixed up industrial over here. We have started on the industrial island over here. We have slowly begun to fix the mess that is everything else. You can already see that I already have a couple of things here that I'm working towards. This is all going to be done in the next stream. I'm probably going to be streaming more Anno tomorrow. Not certain yet what time, but I do want to go ahead and at the very least allow you guys to kind of see the end of the saga of fixing my islands. I might also make it a Sunday stream, might make it this week's Sunday sessions, because I'm not certain yet. It's either going to be tomorrow or Sunday sessions, you will know on Twitter, I guess. Let me go ahead and put in the outro. Also, if you enjoyed the stream and want to see more of it, you can follow me if you so desire, so that you know when I go live. I also have a Twitter page, I will go ahead and put them up real fast. Let me go ahead and put on closing arguments. There we go! That was today's stream, has been very fun. Let me go ahead and put in Twitter and Discord. Next guarantee stream is on Friday, 1 p.m. We're going to start Ori in the Blind Forest, and the same as Saturday. Sunday is Sunday sessions, either Euro Truck Simulator or Anno 1800, and Monday we continue with Sunday sessions, or with Ori in the Blind Forest. Only remember that for the entirety of January, I will be streaming on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and then afterwards it's only Saturday and Sunday. More information can be found on the Discord, Twitter, and on my YouTube page, for which I don't have a link yet. But I have a VOD channel on YouTube where you can find all of the VODs, even if you miss them. They will be out about 24 hours to 48 hours after they've been on Twitch. I wish you guys an absolutely hang on, let me go and do that. I wish you guys an absolutely amazing Wednesday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on Friday. Have fun. Let's see if I can raid someone, actually. Let's do that first. I can't. Okay, in that case, I wish you guys a very happy Wednesday. See you guys next time. Christ, I talk fast during the outros these days.